Hey guys, welcome back to the Retro Gaming Junction. This is Camilio and we're live on Twitch pretty much every day at 8 PM Eastern Time, continuing our game of Blade Runner. Oh yeah, such great music. Hello, hold your fire. It's weird because you go into your apartment and the music doesn't come in until... So you need to come in, go outside, and then you can fuck around the apartment. Okay, so I checked a bunch of photos again and found other stuff. This one...
Hawker's Circle.
Hey Asimov, how's it going? Okay, so this guy, which I thought you could zoom in, but you can zoom on his hand. If this works. And I thought I tried it, but I tried it again and it immediately
strange scale
worked.
Give me a hard copy of that.
So a strange scale, and if you look at this guy, and a scale in this guy, so it's essentially Deckard from the movie. Okay. And the other one is this one.
Bus.
This one I tried to, because I remembered having to do with a piece of the ship, so I tried to zoom in parts of the ship, but it's this part here.
That's damn strange. Give me a hard copy of that.
Okay, and I'm not sure what it means. My assumption is that since I'm here, my reflection is not there, so this is a tricked photograph, maybe? Yeah, okay, exactly. We're thinking the same thing. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. And I even thought about it before reading your comments, so we're on the same page. Okay. But I did have a dream of being on Mars with Lucy. So let's pet the dog.
Good doggy.
Let's give some
Here you
food.
go, baby. Dinner time.
Dinner time.
Your floor number, please.
Apartments. Roof.
So we will be going to the police station. Because I want to I've been kidnapped. Maybe I can report that. Okay, let's go here.
That guy sure gets around. It was something you didn't see too often. A precise, shaped explosion fashioned for minimum collateral damage. The son of a bitch. Holden's badge.
Where did I get that? Has this been planted on me? Maybe I should do this. I know exactly what I... Oh, okay. So, hold your fire, do you know exactly what it serves, this...
I've modified this thing to let you pick and choose what gets uploaded to the police
So
mainframe.
what shouldn't I
Right-click
upload?
on any...
Because I never had any problem with uploading stuff.
That can't be
on the
me.
main frame. Like, should I remove that? Because I don't want a photo.
Muddy boots.
And why is this like this? That's weird. Okay. Yeah, that's my thought. Or just to make it feel. I know the first time I played, I was, or I don't know if the first time I played I unlocked this, but the first time I unlocked this, I was like, okay, what can I do with this? What do I want them to know, or what do I want? Is there things that I don't want them to know?
You know.
Bus reflection, I don't know. Okay.
Mainframe and shooting range.
I want to read more about the development of this game. Like, was it rushed? Like, I know every
Laboratory.
games are rushed.
I've gotten all I can from that. You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty...
Uploading personal clue database.
The mainframe confirmed what I'd already guessed. The car from Chinatown was the same vehicle that had smacked the hydrant at Runsiter's. The car was registered to a Blake Williams. Problem was, there was no Blake Williams. Something about the name was familiar, but I couldn't place it. I was back to square one. The only lead I had left was that Williams had bought the vehicle from a used car lot in the 4th sector.
A used car lot in the 4th sector.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue.
The car was registered to a Blake Williams. Problem was, there was no Blake Williams. Something about the name was familiar, but I couldn't place it. I was back to square one.
Blake Williams, an anagram for moon bus killing. No, there's no A in there. There's no U in there. Moon bus killing. It's not. Where did you read that? Did you come up with that? No, it's not an anagram for moon bus killing. Blake Williams. Fail was to me. Yeah, no, I know your fail was because you fail at life. Okay. It's very annoying that you need to keep clicking. Ah, I wanted to talk to my boss. I'll try just re-entering. I have basically an off day tomorrow. If I stop, eventually just slows down. No, he's not there. Fuck. Click, 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 click. Basement? Nothing new here. Mr. Ezo.
You look right at home in there, Ezo. You keeping busy, pal?
Please leave.
Oh, according to the book, they do not kill. And yes, android can eat or drink, but they don't have to when it's kind of pointless.
Roof.
Poppies. What is poppies? So this is new stuff here. Stereo hall, nightclub. Let's go there. El Poppy. El Poppy. Yeah, you see some people. I never wear any of those things because if you start, it's just where's the line?
It was the trickster.
It's crazy.
He said Pat doesn't have a mink coat. She's got a good Republican cloth coat. That's all.
You're wrong, sweetie. It was Herbert Hoover.
I'm sorry, but I was there.
Well, if anything, you were all of 3 years old back then.
I still remember it, like it was yesterday.
And he said fur coat, not mink. I saw it on the Discovery disc.
On the Discovery Channel. I saw it on the Discovery Channel. Arcades. Can we talk to these people?
You guys still battling it out?
That's what keeps a marriage alive and kicking, Ray. What can we do you for?
The works.
Coming right up. You know anything about politics, Ray? Famous quotes, things like that?
I try not to.
How about the checker speech?
Never heard of it.
Hoover's checker speech.
Nixon's checker speech.
Nixon's checkers.
You're forgetting a lot your old age.
Right behind you, lady.
Whoa.
You know where I could score some cheese? Like this stuff?
Boy, don't flash that around here.
He's the police, sweetie.
Besides, the kids today just as soon twist a knife in your backside as to ask Virginian for the tram home. Show that cheese around here, you become a marked man.
Who sells it?
Now, we aren't asking for any trouble, Ray.
I'm not working bunco, I just want some information.
That nutty broad who runs Kingston Kitchen. She's always bragging about her special ingredient.
That stew she makes, it always
talked to
did
her
taste
already.
a little gamey.
And she charges an arm and leg for it, too.
Okay.
I found this wrapper.
Yeah, that's from one of our dogs.
Murray's right, you mean the checkers speech? I never heard about that. Nixon's checkers speech?
You ever seen this girl around here? Maybe in the arcade?
Oh, yes! I saw her come out of the arcade yesterday.
No, it was the
Okay.
day before.
Maybe you saw her both days.
No, I'm positive. It was yesterday.
You're positively wrong. It was 2 days ago, sure as God made little green apples.
You're getting Alzheimer's, sweetie.
Okay, just forget it.
No, he's right.
Be good, you two. Be good, you two.
So I can enter here or here. I don't know if it's the same thing. Oh, this is a used car. Oh, I have a reason to go there. Okay. Let's go in there.
It's a killer, I kid you not. Only 35 thou. Yeah, red, orange, blue, puke green, any color you want. Just give me 24 to hose the graffiti off. Just kidding. Ask for the man, Crazy Legs Larry. Toodaloo. Admiring that bishy cat, ain't you? I don't blame you. It's a classic ride in a deluxe sport package. It'll push 125 without so much as a shake. Of course, you gotta find the road for it.
That's always the problem.
Crazy Legs Larry Hirsch. Pleased to meet you.
Ray McCoy.
You can call me Crazy, you can call me Larry. You can even call me Crazy Legs Larry. But don't call me if you don't think a hot set of wheels ain't necessary.
Okay.
The Bishi's exceptional. Mechanical is Pacific Rim flawless, as usual. But they also save some of the classic styling of the old GM days.
Looks like a piece of work.
Forget those fibroplast Filipino heaps everyone's driving around. This is real. Just feast your eyes on this. You see it? You see it? That's actual chrome, the real stuff. They saved a couple hundred sheets of Tijuana chrome from before the war. It's completely legal and everything. Beautiful, isn't it?
I don't think I've ever seen it before.
And you probably won't ever see it again unless you steal this puppy. And honestly, no. Frankly, I gotta tell you, it's got your name written all over it. Ray McCovey.
McCoy.
Give it, take a couple letters.
I'll have to think about it.
But don't think too long or too hard about it, Roy. It's liable to be gonzo by the time you come back.
Gotcha.
Let's go with the car registration first. No, let's go with...
How about this girl? She look familiar?
You kidding? She ain't old enough to drive.
You've never seen her?
She looks kind of familiar.
Think real hard.
Maybe you should try that arcade next door. She looks like the kind of girl you see there all the time.
I'll do that. You sell a black sedan a few days ago?
Family-type cars ain't my specialty. I can hook you up, though, if that's really what you want.
You sold this to a Blake Williams. I've seen the registration.
Oh, that sedan.
Blake Williams is a fake name.
You just never know about some people.
Did you forget to run a credit check?
He paid cash.
And people come in here and buy cars with cash every day.
In this neighborhood, every hour's more like it. Then again, I do have the best selection in town.
What'd this guy look like?
Nothing special. Beard, dark hair, had these eyes, kinda...
Piercing?
Yeah, pretty scary. But, heck, I never turn away a customer.
I hope you got paperwork for all these vehicles.
Are we kids or what, Ray? You're talking to Crazy Legs Larry Hirsch here.
I take that as a yes.
You can take it any way you want. Just don't take it for a test drive in the 4th sector.
I have all these photos of Clovis and other people. Couldn't I use this, like, show his photo and be like, is it this guy? And he'd be like, yeah. Because I think he was describing Clovis. Let's talk to him again.
I hope you got paperwork for all these vehicles.
Are we kids or what, Ray? You're talking to Crazy Legs Larry Hirsch here.
I take that as a yes.
You can take it any way you want. Just don't take it for a test drive in the 4th sector.
Yeah, pretty much.
I hope you got paperwork for all these vehicles. I take that.
You can take...
I can go here. What's there?
Hey, keep your paws off that, Ray.
Locked. That sucks.
Why? You
Locked.
wanna drive it and go away? Wait, this may be different.
Locked.
Oh.
Locked.
Oh, I thought this and this would be... they're not even connected. Look. You can run a circle around this, but it's the same object as this. Yeah, I I also read something about floppies, and I'm like, no. Imagine, it's 4 discs, imagine the number of floppies. Is it? No, it's 4 discs, yeah, it's 4 discs. Fucking every background is an FMV. Is there anything here?
That sucks.
Maybe later. Okay. I'm in the kind of mood where the next person that even annoys me slightly is
Hey, Ray, how you doing?
Just fine, Crazy.
You've been thinking about the cat, haven't you? I don't blame you. She keeps me up at night, too. And I ain't ever even lip wrestled in the back seat, which is definitely what's in the cards for a stud of your caliber.
Throw in a babe and maybe you got a deal.
No sweat, I'll have one over in a jiffy.
Not just kidding. I hope you got paperwork for all these vehicles. I take that.
You can take... I keep your pop...
Oh, maybe a little less, because I'm sure some of the data is redundant on those disks. Yeah, that was a car salesman. Let's really go to the arcade. Go arcade. Come on. Oh, no, let's talk to them again.
Be good,
No.
you two.
Why?
Be good, you two.
How would you get the Mondays off? Oh, this Monday? No. Sunday, the kids don't... Sunday. Tomorrow, the kids don't have school. For some reason. I thought Lucy would be here. She didn't seem to be here. I talk to these people? Moombus! Play the Moombus game. Play as an escaped replicant. I asked question and then I came in. I'm sure that made a difference. Maybe she knows now. I don't know. All of mirrors. Yeah, I remember that. Let's go into the all of mirrors. There's nothing here. Did you see Command and Conquer? Nah. Oh, can I go back? I'm fucked. I have to do this now? Nah. Come on. Come on. What the fuck? Where's the exit? Where the fuck is the exit? Oh, this. Holy crap. is it doing? Okay. Bye-bye. Okay. Can't really see anything. I guess this is where you need to go. Holy crap. Come on. Okay.
أي ساعة لازم تكون هناك؟ الزلمة هذا على شلون بتطلع؟
Ông đó đang nhìn mình. Mấy giờ tôi phải tới đó?
Okay, I'll do a test here. Reload when I came. I'm gonna go right in there. No. Okay. I'll come back here later. Ah shit, that's so annoying. Oops. Come on.
Be good, you two. Be good.
I thought I could just go out on the other side of the street to get to the bar. Here. I thought these two were connected. This is the early queue, and this is Tally Lewis. I think this is where I need to go.
Hey, man.
You're that cat from Howie Lee's. McCoy, right? We keep bumping into each other. You want an autograph? I know you ain't heard me yet, but Gordo Frizz's autograph's gonna be worth a pile of chinion someday.
I'll hold my breath. I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Man, don't you got anything better to do than hassle innocent people at their place of work? Make it snappy, okay?
I really appreciate your patience. I didn't know Taffy was hiring your type.
You mean my type, as in talented, right? I had to fill in last minute for that snake woman.
Did you hear what happened to her?
She went on permanent vacation.
That's right. She was retired by a Blade Runner.
She was one of those skin jobs? Between you and me, I hear they're all over the place down here. Look, I'd love to jawbone with you all night, but I'm being paged for my set. Check it out.
Ah, shit. No, I have other things to ask you. Hey, you fucker. No, let's get some better info. I shouldn't laugh. It's not funny.
Hey, man.
You're that cat from Howie Lee. You want an autograph? I know you, but Gordo.
I'll hold. I'm gonna ask.
Man, make it.
I go with Lucy.
This girl look familiar?
I think I slept with her just last night.
What?
Just kidding, baby. Tell you the truth. So many women walk in and out of... I might have spent an evening with her.
Yeah, I'm sure you're...
The babes dig a man with
and a sense of taste. So, in answer to my question...
I ain't never laid eyes on that chick. But, if I do...
I'll try zooming. Hey, he's not telling me anything, that guy. Forget it. It's closed off.
Hey, man.
You're that cat from... You want an I know you, but Gordon...
I'll hold. I'm gonna ask...
Man, make it...
I really... You know the chef at Howie's?
That big, flabby guy? Never seen him before.
You were hanging around right when he took off.
Pure coincidence. You are one hell of a suspicious cat, McCoy. Kick back, relax, watch my show. Take a little break from your boredom.
That flabby guy? Never seen him in my life. Yeah, that guy is an asshole. Might be a replicant. He has some trouble getting to his place. I think these are the phones. Oh.
Hey, is everybody having a good time tonight? What does a marriage and a tornado have in common? First, there's a lot of sucking and blowing, and then you lose your house. You know what my first wife's nickname was? Twister. A doctor calls up his patient. I got bad news and I got worse news. The bad news is you only got 24 hours to live. The patient says, what could be worse than that? The doctor says, I've been trying to reach you since yesterday. Guess what happens to a replicant who does his job really well? Early retirement, baby. I see we got a celebrity in the audience. Can I get a spot, please? That's right. It's one of the boys from the local Blade Runner unit. One of the LPD's finest, Ray McCoy. Let's give a big hand for Rep Detect McCoy. He's protecting us poor slobs, ladies and gentlemen. He even thinks you're a replicant. He can waste you right where you stand. Nice job, eh, detective?
It doesn't quite work that way.
Doesn't, eh? What if I pretended to be a replicant?
That's just an excuse for your lousy act, Gordo?
That snake dancer that worked here, Zora, she was a rep. And her picture's gonna be on every front page tomorrow.
Too bad she'll never read it.
How are you sure someone's a rep, detective?
There's a test.
Test? What replicant's gonna sit still for a test?
If I'm trying to question someone and he runs, that's a pretty good sign.
Could be a pretty good sign that you need to bathe more often.
He's a replicant. No, I'm not gonna go after him. Can I even go here?
Do what you gotta do, McCoy. If you gotta shoot, that's cool.
That's cool. No, I'm okay. It's safe. He seems fine. He just wants to die?
Come on, McCoy. Why don't you make me famous?
Oh.
Get off it. You're no replicant.
How do you know? I could be a martyr for the cause, baby.
Every rep I've ever seen wants to live, not die, pal.
What are you, an expert?
I thought it was weird.
I've been around.
So if you shoot him, you're kind of fucked. Arrest or let him go? What do you think, guys? We don't have any reason to arrest him. He's just super suspicious. You know he's involved? Well, yeah, he's everywhere where there was something. Okay.
You may not be a rep, but you're a damn rep sympathizer for sure. Now we're gonna take a little ride downtown.
Yeah? And what? You'll put me on that Voight Kampf machine? My 15 minutes of fame, baby. It ain't as good as being gunned down in the street, but what the hell?
He stole the Kingston kitchen box for Sadik. Wow, we know that from... I think I never saw so many people here. Holy crap. That's why the cheese was in their apartment. Also, Maggie says so. That's why the cheese was in their apartment? The cheese was in... Whereas I was locked up, right? Whereas was kidnapped. But how do I know Gordo's involved with that? I don't.
You keeping busy, pal?
Show's over, baby! And there ain't gonna be no...
You look right at home in there. You keeping...
Please...
We got... Ask Maggie. Isn't Maggie the dog?
Lockup. Ground floor.
What is her name? From Kingston Kitchen. Oh, you mean, okay, okay, we're gonna go. I can't pick up this.
Ground floor. Roof. Mainframe and shooting range.
Is that in the KIA?
That nutty broad who runs Kingston Kitchen. She's always bragging about her special ingredient.
That stew she makes, it always did taste a little gamey.
And she charges an arm and leg for it, too.
Unless it was something else. They didn't talk about Gordo's specifically, but I'm gonna go talk to her and maybe she's gonna say, yeah, you might be right. Oh. I'll go back to Hysteria all the way or whatever. Animal rule, once there's animal. Chinatown. This is where I need to go. Jeez.
Is this scale from a fish?
Same as other one. Not fish. Snake scale.
Snake scale.
What other one?
Other police show me scale from same snake. I send him to Abdul Hassan.
How could you tell I was police?
Both of you walking around look confused, like you in wrong place.
Eh.
Anything unusual happening down here?
Business slow today. Very...
I'll pass. Anything unusual?
business...
Any luck finding more of that dragonfly jewelry?
Oh, see, I was right. Piece you showed me was part of a collection bought for a nightclub in 4th Sector.
You know the name of the nightclub owner?
No, senor. But my friend, he says the man is not selling.
Thanks for your help. Strange. How's business?
Good holiday.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Ray McCoy.
The sun is not there anymore.
Locked.
Oh.
Mia and Murray tell me you're using cheese in your stew. Real cheese.
Them old buzzards. What they know?
I could take a sample of that stew you're cooking back to the lab and have it tested.
Why you pick on Mama Isabella? I never do you no harm.
Where'd you get it?
My sister. She got connections.
Where can I find her?
She back in Jamaica, man. Far away from here. She send me cheese once, maybe twice a month. You know, funny thing you asking about the cheese. Last week, this ugly little man he run by, grab whole box of empty takeout cartons right off the counter. Police next door, they just laugh. Say the guy'd not be so happy when he opened them cartons.
What's that have to do with the cheese?
Cheese hidden in that box, man. Keeping it safe till I cook up a new batch. So how could I tell police to bring back box? They find cheese, they shut me down.
This guy who robbed you, what did he look like?
Short, real short. Bad clothes, colors way too bright. Funny bow tie. Maybe you look for this ugly little thief, yeah? I'm thinking you not really care about the cheese.
You're right, but I still think you ought to get yourself a different secret ingredient.
You bet, man. That cheese been nothing but trouble for Mama Isabella.
Thanks for your time. Pour me one. Just one, but one.
No. I hate that. He just buys it. Yeah, no, I understand now. But I didn't have that conversation.
Excuse me, pal.
There being something I always missed here or up there.
Nothing else there.
I don't think that's it here. That's the only thing I can click on. So I can shoot this? I don't think so.
13 Sergeant 1 Essential.
Also, if you do that before, Gordo Ray will ask him, "You like cheese, Gordo?" Yeah, it would be the correct way to do it. What this game looks like, the more I think about it, is they put in place all these characters, all these mechanics, all this shit, and it must have been extremely complicated still to do that. And they started doing the mission stuff, but then I'm sure what they would have wanted us to do is do all this thing, like before integrating Gordo you need to go talk to her, so you would have that information, so you would have a reason to arrest him, but sometimes Gordo will be a replicant, so then that doesn't work, and then there's other things, and so many possibilities that I think they just remove all that and left the player just explore the world. And instead of removing, because they could have removed all these things completely, They might have already recorded the lines. I don't know. Game development is hell. Okay, so maybe now I could talk to Gordo about it? I should have saved before doing that. I'm gonna save before going in there. It's gonna be faster to come back if there's nothing.
You keeping busy?
Nope. Let's go back to air.
Be good, you two.
You're still here. I think sometime he's not there, I can access his computer. Not doing that. Not again.
Damn.
Who is he calling? Can I go up on the stage? Were you talking about like a light on him when he... No, it looks like there would be the way he talks. But how would that even work with this setup here? Okay, I'm gonna go on the other side of the road. Early queue.
I remember Early Q used to call himself a humanitarian because he'd recruit orphans for his sex club, then donate a percentage of their salary to his favorite animal propagation lab. Yeah, he was a real piece of work.
Early queue.
How old are you? How old are you? Hey, Hanoi, where's Early?
Off-world fat farm.
You can do better than that.
No, it's true. Mr. Q sent me a vid just yesterday. Getting a hell of a tan he is.
Early's waiting on me.
Sod off.
Early's waiting.
Sod off. Sod off.
Nope. I just got kicked out. And I can't go back. No, I can't go back in. I'm gonna reload anyway. Oh, no.
Hey, Hanoi.
Off, well, no, it's...
Early's what?
Sod...
I think I'm going to this place.
This here's reserved for VIPs.
Oh, come on.
But that's my name. Vip.
You're a real cute boy-o. Sod off.
Early's waiting on...
Sod...
Sod off.
Sod off, McCoy.
So, what's it that? So I can't do anything here. Okay.
Locked.
It's annoying that I have to go back here, switch there.
I've gotten all I can.
Okay, when he was here...
How old are you?
Can I go there when that happens? Oh, okay. I don't even remember this. Like having to do that. I just remember going sit down there and fuck it. Is that Gordo? What? Eh?
Early. How's it hanging?
Early, okay.
Thick, slick, and hard as a brick. How's yours, General?
Your man gave me a hard time out there.
I like Hanoi, but I can't deny his sphincter's a little tight.
What's on tap tonight?
Classy shows all evening, General. You're going to be able to cut diamonds down there or your money back.
You buy some jewelry at an auction recently? Real old, elite stuff?
Who's asking? You ain't with robbery homicide.
No, sir.
Those pieces ain't hot. I got the papers to prove it. I picked them up at legitimate auction. Cost me nearly a pound of flesh, too.
You give this stuff to a girlfriend, Early?
You kidding? I ain't that stupid. No. I was letting one of my dancers use the stuff in her act. Kind of a tribute to the ancient swampland. You know what I mean?
Which dancer?
Heck, give up. She's going on, if you will. She's one of my biggest earners, too. She ain't in any trouble now, is she?
Not yet.
Good. Wouldn't want to slaughter the goose that lays them golden eggs.
This girl one of yours?
This ain't no daycare center, General. Of course she ain't half bad looking. My pappy always used to say if there's grass on the field, it's time to play ball.
So, she hasn't been around here?
Nah, she ain't one of mine. Talk to Tappy. He gets most of the petty business around here.
It's men like you that made this country great, Early. What's your name? Hey, Early.
I'm working right now, General. Ask me.
What's your pleasure, sir?
The highest octane.
One Venus eye trap coming up.
And yours truly, the ever ebullient Early Q presents the wondrous, mysterious Hecuba, singing and performing the sacred Thanatos dance of the ancient swamp.
That's it? That's her? No, we can go back. Yeah. I look at this. And then go back or... It's not the behind the scene, this is the behind the dark. Oh, I thought it was an whole cutscene. Nope. Where am I? Okay.
You got a minute, pal?
Sod off, McCoy. I've got no time for you.
You got a minute, pal?
Sod off.
If he's here, he's not at the other place, right?
Look, but don't touch.
Fuck!
You got a minute, pal?
Sod off.
Okay, let's go back. Is that what I have to do? Oh, it seems so. Let's do this! Back room after back room. Come on. Run! Okay.
I didn't know what was on the disc, but the way Early had hidden it, it was bound to be dirty laundry.
Oh, something's happening.
How you doing, General? You got a warrant to show me, or you just breaking and entering?
Breaking and entering.
What's on the disc, Early?
Hey, I don't hassle you about your private life. Put it down, McCoy.
Must be something pretty juicy. Your girls know about the cameras?
I got you. You want to trade. The disc for... what?
Let's hear what you got.
What do you say you and I have a drink first, Well, it's your lucky day, McCoy. You're in the Garden of Earthly Delight. See, I bet we can find something to whet your wick.
Not interested.
Well, everyone's interested.
I want information.
You can have whatever your little heart desires, General.
Whoa.
Jeez Louise, McCoy, you look awful. I'll take the disc.
Okay, so when I clicked on him, it did something.
Don't worry about a thing, General. Old Early's gonna stitch you right up.
Stitch me? Okay, let's try that again. I have to do this again. Boom, go back. Back. Yes, because clicking on him would be
get some.
Taking the drink. That was not smart at all. Oh, you have important information on me that you could blackmail me with. Here, have a drink. Confirmed, I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna click on that. I'm gonna try everything else.
I lucked out. The receipt for the Dragonfly collection was right on top of the pile. There were 3 pieces, a belt, earrings, and an anklet. Early had bought them last month at an auction for more money than I'd see if I retired a dozen reps.
Belt. Huh, so there's a belt.
Nothing else there.
Hey, thanks for the bits.
أي ساعة لازم يكون هناك؟ الزلمة هذا على شو عم بتطلع؟
Oh, I think I needed to sit or something, no? I don't know.
أي ساعة لازم يكون هناك؟
Okay, let's pick up that disc.
أي ساعة لازم يكون هناك؟
Is this the disc?
المركز وين؟
Yo, she bitch. Let's go.
Okay. What the fuck?
Nothing else there.
Okay. It was this. Oh.
I didn't know what was on the disc, but the way Early had hit...
Blah.
How you doing, Jen?
What's up?
Blah, 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 blah,
What's
blah, 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 blah. Die? Sit. No.
Well, it's your lucky day, McCoy.
Not
blah, 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 blah. No.
المركز وين؟
What?
Jeez Louise, McCoy, you look awful. I'll take the disc. Thanks. Don't worry about a thing.
Excellent. There you go. That wasn't so hard.
Well, it's your lucky day, McCoy.
Okay,
You're
I'm
in the
fucked
garden
here.
of
Because
I want
that's-
you.
Can I go away now? No, he gives me the drink. No! No, McCoy! Here's your drink, McCoy!
Please, McCoy.
Here's your
you look
drink!
awful. I'll take the disc. Thanks. Don't worry about it.
I have to get out the gun.
Whoa! Cough up some dirt, Early, or I'm taking this disc downtown.
You want Victoria? Is that it? The girl with the rep friends? I can give her up. It'd be a hell of a score for you, General. 4, maybe 5 skin jobs.
Sit down.
I'll throw in a night with one of my dancers.
Sit down.
We got a deal or not?
Let's hear what you got.
And then I get the disc?
We'll see. I still got the gun.
You're cold, General.
Okay, save. Okay, thanks for the tips, but just wait a couple of seconds, minutes, till I get really stuck or I ask for help. Because I was literally about to do that. But now no one will believe. Shh, what's the S something? The word skin job should be banned from chat. Yeah, no.
But I know you're going to be thankful I put those cameras in. Hey, check out Victoria's bearded boy toy. He's here all the time. You can be sure he ain't coming around for the witty conversation.
I've seen him before. What makes you think he's a replicant?
He walked right by my dancers. Didn't even pop a stiffy.
Maybe he swings another way.
Oh, come on, McCoy. Have you seen my girl? Besides, I heard him talking to Victoria. They got friends who are going to help him get off-world. I'm telling you, they got a whole little replicant love fest going on.
You hear him say anything else?
No, General, I ain't the nosy type.
Yeah, you're a model citizen.
You still have something in mind?
The disc? I'm keeping it for now.
We had a deal.
You'll get it back if you behave.
So it's blackmail.
Insurance.
No more free drinks for you, buddy boy.
Ooh. I didn't get free drinks before.
Get out of my club.
Is there a reason to give him the disc? Is that disc important? Should I have? You can tell me. Okay, exit is here. I was thinking it was here. Maybe I could have exited before. Let's go back here. Whoa, what's going on with the music? It just stops when you sit down.
You got a minute, pal?
Sod off, McCoy.
Oh, no time for you. Oh, I knew there was something back there. Backstage. That's really backstage.
But I know you're gonna be thankful. Hey,
I just want to make maybe you hear me.
You're a man of your word, General. And don't you worry, I'll be keeping my nose clean from now on.
It ain't your nose I'm worried about.
Like, is that disc important? Because I would rather give it to him unless I can put in the Esper and see stuff, because I like doing the Esper stuff. Is that disc important for something else? If it's not, I'm just gonna give it to him. Let's reload this.
But I know you're gonna be thankful I put those cameras.
I want to maybe you hear me.
That's not what I want.
I did get out of it
anyway. Oh yeah, it is a photo. No, I want that photo. Oh yeah. Victoria's dressing room. Oh yes. Oh yeah, the dressing room. No. Don't be creepy. Don't be creepy, Simon. You're live. Okay. Backstage. Keep the creepiness off stream. Nothing. Holy shit. That's a lot of money. That's the only thing I see. I'm not a collector myself. The boxes I have is the games that I bought when I was young. And that's it.
That's strange. I didn't hear a knock.
I just wanted to say, wow, you were awe-inspiring.
Well, thank you very much, Mr.
McCoy. Ray McCoy.
Is there something I can do for you, Mr. McCoy?
He does the stupid voice like in the movie. The worst part of the fucking movie. Oh man, that's so bad. Oh man, I'm not a fan of Harrison Ford. And I think that's what wow, that was his idea. That voice in that scene where he goes behind and he says he's investigating for perverts or something. Dictora. I should have even checked that photo before talking to her here. Anyways, too late now. Is there something else here? No? So I'm gonna let her go, so we might not VK her, even though VKing is the... I might do it just for fun, reloading afterwards. Belt? Not really.
That's such an unusual belt, is it antique?
They say it's from the last century. Those little creatures have always been my favorites.
Dragonflies?
Yes. And the whole class that contains them.
Tell you the truth, I'm from the LPD. I'd like to ask you a few questions if I could.
Is this about early Q? Because I could tell you.
Did any other pieces come with the belt?
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
As a kid, I assumed Decker was dead on the inside. Yeah, but the line, I don't know why he saved my life at the end, was dumb.
Hey, what's that you got on your face?
I don't know why he saved my life. Maybe in those last moments he loved life more than he ever had before. Not just his life, anybody's life, my life.
Oh man, I hate that speech. Don't stop reminding me. Yeah, that's the whole point. That's the whole point of the... well... spoilers, it's the point of the book also. It's that robots... they don't have more emotion, but they can have more drive and open eye.
Is this pervo bothering you, Ms. Edguber?
Intensely.
Wait a minute.
Oh, God! How'd he get back here anyway?
Why? I think I never saw
manners,
that.
eh?
You really have to take your time. Book spoilers. I get it by like 2020. But yeah, the whole thing is that like humans can be as cold as androids. The line is thin. In the movie, there's more than just there's humans, there's specials that I've been like their IQ is kind of down. There's the replicants. There's also animal replicants, electronic animals that are kind of different, and it's part of the whole thing. There's also the empathy bars. That's like almost another entity. And then there's Buster Friendly, some kind of weird AI that gives you the news, but it's kind of 1984 where they just tell you about the good stuff. They don't talk about the Blade Runner. Nobody knows of the Blade Runners. Nobody knows that Blade Runners exist in the book. In the movie it's different, but in the book, Blade Runners, they just do their thing, and people are like, what? They don't know that replicants are running amok. It's not the characters are different, so a word of advice is when you read the book, don't expect things to go the way the movie goes, and don't expect characters to be the same characters as in the movie. J.F. Sebastian is replaced by a character named J.R. Isidore. So it's very different, and he's a main character. So J.F. Sebastian in the book is kind of a main character. He is J.F. Sebastian, but he's different. Same with Chris, same with Roy, same with the character of Deckard. Is kind of a mix between Deckard and this guy. Even more so this guy, but kind of a loser. Even he's kind of a loser, at least at the beginning. Like everybody gives him I mean I won't spoil the whole book, but it's very different. Just don't expect a movie. Like the first time I read the book, I was like at page 20, 30, and I was like, what the fuck? This is not like in the movie. And then I continued and I figured out that no, it's very different. Reload.
That's such an
They say
such
those
a
little
dragon.
Yes, and the whole.
Tell you the truth, I'm from the LPD. Oh. I'd like to ask you a few questions if I could.
Is this about early Q? Because I could tell you.
Did any other pieces come with the belt?
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
One cough. Crystal?
Look, I want to warn you. There's a woman looking for you and your friends.
Oh?
Why would anyone be looking for me?
You know what I'm talking about. It's real important that you get out of here.
There you go. No void conf. But we're gonna do it. Alt Dictora. So by the way, I think I decided. So you can help me if you if you think it's not a good idea. But I think at the end of this playthrough of the good guy, I'm playing pretty much as a good guy, a pacifist playthrough, as you would call it nowadays. In the game, they call it. But not in the game, like, but in walkthroughs and stuff, is like the Android replicant sympathizants. But then I'm gonna restart the game and play as pure Blade Runner, almost evil, and I think I'm gonna go with this option here, Surly. So I never tried just playing the game with one of these options on. Always this, always. Even the first time I play, because I always read the manual, and the first thing I decided to adjust is this. It's like, whoa, because I think by default it's here or something. Yeah, we just saved, so we're gonna reload, and we're gonna VK her, of course, because VKing is fun. No.
How do you like working for Early Q?
He's always treated me very well.
Ever see him hanging out with any unsavory types?
We don't get many priests in here, if that's what you mean.
Yes, indeed, Clockwork Orange. Pretty much the same. Well, no, there were differences, but it's very faithful.
That's such an unusual.
They say those little creatures.
Yeah, she is a replicant.
And the whole.
Tell you the truth, I'm from the LPD. I'd like to ask you a few questions if I could.
Is this about early Q?
Did any other...
I'm sure.
There's a little test I'd like you to take.
Do you think I'm a replicant? Is that what this is about? If it's early Q, I'll help you any way you want.
Not exactly.
This is insane. I have a family, a daughter, for heaven's sake. Look, I'm willing to testify against early Q. A replicant wouldn't do that, would it?
A replicant doesn't necessarily care about what happens to another replicant.
Then you must be a replicant.
I'm sure I'm not.
How do you know you're not a replicant? Did you ever take
That's
that
from
test
the book.
yourself?
That whole thing
Sure
right
I
there.
did. Long time ago.
Don't replicants go around with false memories? Maybe somewhere along the line you killed a human, took his place, and your superiors don't even know about it.
Interesting idea. But I'm still gonna give you the test.
There you go. Yeah, I think it verbatim, that whole bit. I know that some parts of that went into the movie, but that was pretty much exactly, and I just read that chapter where it says that.
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
I don't see why you need to know that.
What do you do for a living?
That's a stupid question.
Just calibrating the machine.
So the test hasn't started yet?
Not yet. What's your name?
Dectora?
Just Dectora?
Yes.
You're crying. Why is that?
I suppose I'm unhappy. Perhaps
that
someone
was
has
superhuman.
died. I don't cry very often.
Are you taking any drugs?
Absolutely not. Do you think all dancers are drug addicts?
For your anniversary, your spouse gives you a real goldfish.
I cherish it, of course.
No, she's
I've never
human.
had a fish. Only insects. But fish can be beautiful too.
Yep, she's human. This is the human reaction, and this is the replicant. So if this goes like this, it's human, less human, more replicant, less replicant. This is the... This, I think, directs what will happen here. So you might have... If there's a big reaction, usually it means it's a human. But I'm sure there's other thing going on in the back. And these questions, there's low intensity. And she's very soft, and I have great readings with the low intensity, so I don't think I'll even go there. No, because sometimes if you go too far, they just run away. They're afraid or something, and I don't know, they freak out. Let's try one middle.
What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you?
Probably this test.
Oh, that's
no,
interesting.
seriously.
Yes, seriously. Are we finished?
Almost.
Let's try it again.
You suddenly feel the urge to commit suicide.
No, that's ridiculous. I wouldn't.
Nah, she's human. She's definitely human. It's very clear.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see a large black spider crawling up the wall.
Spiders frighten me. I'd call animal services and keep away from it until they arrived.
Yeah, that wasn't...
When did you stop beating your spouse?
Next question.
Well.
You see a documentary about 20th century tuna boats. At the end, you feel like taking up fishing.
How can you say that?
Yeah, she's human.
I've had enough. These questions. You're sick.
Stay right where you are.
Positive result. Subject is human. Test terminated.
But she didn't like that, and she won't like us now, so I'm not gonna VK her. Let's go with help to Dectora. So if you compare her reactions to when we VK'd the guy, the weapons dealer guy, he didn't give a shit about anything. The most, I think the most human reaction we got out of him is when we tapped into his own memory of a thing that happened. We said something like, you just beaten your teacher or something. Yeah, you just like done something horrible, and he's like, oh yeah, I remember that. You liked Animal? Maybe, I can't remember. No, what is this?
Never seek to tell thy love that never told can be. Poetry. Was running into a lot of that crap lately.
That's because of Clovis. He's kind of a poet. Okay, I think we did good progress here. That's cool.
Nothing more to find.
You're right, it is very LA Noire, except it was way before. But as I was starting the game and figuring out who's lying, and it's very... I don't know if LA Noire is like that, but when you replay this game, these characters won't respond the same. She could be a replicant, she could be a human. I think even if she's a human, she can be more or less like react aggressively or more defensively or not. There's a lot of randomness in the game. I sure would like so. It's not... I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities. Blade Runner is a franchise that has... I think is a franchise is in a good spot right now. It's not like Terminator or even Alien. Like there's a lot of franchises that are clinically dead or almost dead, and I think they're trying to kill them. But Blade Runner with the latest movie, I haven't heard anyone say I don't like the movie. It's either I loved it, it was okay, or I'm never gonna see it. Some people are so in love with the original Blade Runner, they don't want to see the new one because they just so afraid of it. And I would say don't be afraid, it's fine. They do touch upon the original, but they don't fuck up the original. No, 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 it didn't do terrible. No, that is false. No, no, no. It didn't do terrible. No. No, it didn't. It didn't. No, 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 no. Losing 100 million, when they say that, that means they made money. 100 million is it's nothing. They didn't lose 100 million. That's not how movies works. They made way more money than that. They're not gonna make another Blade Runner, but it's not like the movie tanked or anything. It could have been way better. It could have been a classic, could have been crazy good, but it did maybe worse than what they would have wanted, but I think it did better than I expected it. Because I was like, nobody fucking cares about Blade Runner anymore, and people cared. When I went to see it, I was really surprised at the amount of people that were in the theater. But do know that movie. Go. It's more than just the movie. It's everything else afterwards. It's the DVDs. It's the brand Blade Runner. They did a good thing. They didn't fuck it up. So the Blade Runner brand took some value, and they might do something else with it. Maybe not a movie, maybe a series. Like a Blade Runner series would be fucking awesome. I just said that and my brain is like, oh. I never thought about it. But when you think about it, and many of the franchise that were like, oh, they're kind of dead, they would really do well, I think, as series. Lower budget series. I think with the CGI that we can do today, it's pretty easy. Okay, so no, not quit game. I'm gonna take a break and come back in a couple of minutes. Yeah.
In Arcanum, the old ways of magic and the new ways of technology collide. In Arcanum, double-dealing humans, gun-wielding elves, ogre wizards, villains, and heroes are everywhere. In Arcanum, the world is yours, life hangs by a thread, and anything is possible. From creators of Fallout comes the largest RPG ever made, an epic story of exquisite imagination and heroic adventure. Magic or technology, good or evil, in Arcanum, you must decide.
With SimCity 3000, you have more power to build and control your city than ever before. Recreate your version of the world's greatest cities using landscapes such as San Francisco or Berlin, and landmark buildings like the Empire State Building or Big Ben. Create your own unique buildings using the SimCity Building Architect tool. Then zoom in close to your metropolis as it comes to life with people and traffic in living color and full 3D sound. All new missions and cool disasters test your abilities to run your city or destroy it. SimCity 3000, the city is yours.
Earthworm Jim, one of the hottest selling video games of 1994. Winner Video Game Product of the Year, and star of TV, toys, and now Windows 95.
Jim is a plasma-blasting superhero, a lean, mean, crawling machine.
This worm is bursting with adventures and exploding with attitude through an incredible 20 levels of high-octane gameplay. From New Junk City to Buttville.
Every level is this totally unique environment, of course oozing with lower life forms like Psychro, Professor Monkey for a head, Major Mucus, and of course Queen Slug for a butt. It's a galaxy of unearthly delights.
Earthworm Jim.
He's an international supernova fighting for truth, justice, and the invertebrate way.
Available for Windows 95 from Activision.
The Secret of Monkey Island, a game so big only the Sega's CD could hold it. You are Guybrush Threepwood, would-be pirate. Something's afoot on these islands, and it's up to you to find out what's what. A graphic adventure game has never been so easy. Using the award-winning SCUM system, walking, talking, taking is as simple as pointing the cursor and pressing a button. The Secret of Monkey Island offers adventure gamers a new kind of storytelling experience that includes logic puzzles, complex conversations, and side-splitting humor. Available now from LucasArts Games and JVC, The Secret of Monkey Island sets new standards for Sega Genesis CD games.
Okay, we're back. Okay. I looked up a couple of things. I was just... seriously, just quickly. So... The movie made... 260 million. You said that. 260 million. It's a budget of 150 to 85. It's a very small budget for a big movie like that. Already there, you see there's money made, but okay, there is some advertising, I'm sure, but I'm sure they didn't put more than 50 million in advertising. So they made some money. They made some money. Here it says, wasn't a flop, but it wasn't an enormous financial success. It wasn't an enormous financial success. That means it was a financial success. It wasn't an enormous financial success, because of course in the news they always want an enormous financial success. Just financial success, that's not interesting. Yeah, it's a much better movie, probably too slow paced for the audience, but yeah. And you know that they always report less for tax reasons. I know about advertisement, but did you see a lot of advertisements for this movie? It's usually half the budget for advertisement, but that movie, I'm sure it was less than that. So again, it made movie. It made money. I'm sure it did. If that movie didn't make money, that means that most movies don't make money on in the theater. That makes no sense. Because not every movie is a blockbuster hit like Avatar or any Avenger movie. You do have to remember that. Never believe what you read. You need to know how the fuck they work. Those numbers might not even be real. It is known that they report less for financial and taxes reasons, so I'm sure about that. Anyways, who cares? It's a good movie. Who cares how much money it did? And it didn't tarnish the brand. Because even if the Terminator makes money, the latest one, and I think it doesn't, it's tanking solid. That movie is really bombing, like right now. They're losing a lot of fucking money on Terminator. And that's it, Terminator's dead. They just killed it completely with one movie. It's not even the worst. Supposedly it's not that bad. It's not as bad as like the third movie or Genesis. Genesis was such a piece of crap. It's a piece of shit, but I recommend it to everyone just so they can see how fucked up. How fucked up they also, the latest Predator movie, that's another piece of shit. It's very funny, but I don't think it's supposed to be a comedy. There's a lot of jokes in it, and they don't put jokes like that in the Predator movie. You can put jokes. Come on. Is there anything here? Who gives a shit if K died? Of course he died. And if he didn't die, well, it's okay. And then it's weird. And what? He just eventually got up and he went back home. I hope he died. Of course. Who gives a shit if he didn't die? Imagine like Roy Beatty didn't die when he says time to die. Yeah, I'm not dead yet, so I'll just sit down here and eventually I'll die, eventually I'll just... Or I'll fall asleep and eventually maybe I'll fall into a coma and then I'll die. And the police picks him up. Oh, he's not dead. No, this is November 2019. You still have like 3 months left. His due date is like January 2020, so he's fine. Oh, by the way, the book takes place in January 2021 instead of November 2019 for some reason. So it makes more sense because we're not there yet. So maybe we're gonna get there. Come on, there's nothing here. I can't believe it. It's weird. Oh, maybe if she goes away, you have to run for her and shoot her. Oh, maybe it must be that. Oh man, I'm eager to kill them all. I think I never played like full on I'm gonna kill everyone. It's just a stupid skin job. I don't know. If replicants and androids eventually become, I think I will, and they do show these emotions and these attachments to one another and even to humans. Well, I would definitely develop an empathy toward them and won't treat them like machines. Hello, Ivalon. Good evening. Like, I have no problem in the movie with emphasizing with the character. They seem so human. They are human. And I read and watched people talk about Blade Runner and say that, oh yeah, it's a good movie, but I can't sympathize with the replicant. I don't give a shit. It's just a toaster to me. And I'm like, okay, of course the movie tells you they're robots, but they're so human and they act like humans. Like in the book, it's different. Sometimes they act like humans, and then they say really weird shit that you're like, okay, oh, you're fucked up in the head. Like you really don't care. You don't have any emotions. They will show emotion for certain things, but other things that are more abstract, or that because of their survival. Because they do have survival instinct. And for me, I think that's the point where I think if an AI has a survival instinct, if it wants to survive, it's alive. For me, at that point. It might not be the same alive that we are, it might not have all these like emotions, but a cat doesn't have all the emotion that we have, an ant doesn't have all the emotion that we have, a spider doesn't have all the emotions that we have, they're still alive. A plant doesn't have any emotion, doesn't even think, it's alive. So yeah, I think we'll eventually have to redefine what alive is. Yeah, I think it's way more complicated than we think it is. Okay, where to go? Where to go? We haven't been to the Tyrell building for a while, but I want to go to the stereo hall. Or I should go back to the police station. I don't know. Maybe this is the next day, Lucy. It might be, because there's 5 days. Something new to tell you? Oh, woman's foot.
This the woman that was in here?
It doesn't do her any justice, let me tell you.
But she's the one.
Uh-huh. I'd never forget her.
I hope you got paperwork.
You can take.
Okay, let's analyze those photos. I think that's the most important thing to do. You know, I didn't even remember this game being so good. It's incredible. And nobody talks about it. Like, talking about numbers, and it is reported that this game made a lot of money and was very successful. And though people say that they have copies, like I have 2 copies here, and I don't know who in the chat said that he had 3 copies, maybe that's the problem. But people seem to bought that game, but nobody talks about it ever. Ever. Never hear anyone talk about this game. Recently, because there was scummvm decided to make it run in scummvm, and a bunch of articles popping up, and it's there that you say like, fuck the news, man. Even like Kotaku and like PC Gamer and those news outlets, they just say that, oh, a bunch of dudes made it so we can now run Blade Runner on recent computers. We were always able to run this game. You can put the CD in and it should install. If it doesn't install, there's an installer online. It's just an executable. You show him where the CD is and it installs the game for Windows 7, 10. And the game runs fine. Once it installs, it works fine.
Today, as a Blade Runner shot an alleged replicant in the middle of a crowded street. Lieutenant Edison Gusa, supervisor of the LPD's Rep DTEC unit, had this to say.
It was a good, clean takedown. The public should thank us for retiring these skin jobs before they get into any real trouble. You want to get that thing out of my face before it ends up shooting film where the sun don't shine?
Oh. Maybe that was the snake.
You keeping
girl.
busy, pal?
I can't remember it now. I didn't want to go to the police station. Anyway.
Scanning video disk. One enhanceable image found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database.
I have 2 new photos, there and there.
Early Q's nightclub.
You don't care that it's Gordo. Oh, that's something. Yeah. Needs to put in the position. Oh, there was some movement there.
Where have I seen that before? Give me a hard copy of that.
In that mirror. Look at the mirror when I zoom in here. Ah. Look in the mirror. Ah, come on. Fucking annoying. Look, it's this. Yeah, look in the mirror. There's someone. Whoop, and then he disappears. We can definitely.
Where have
do
I seen that
something with
before?
that. Sure. Oh.
Early,
Oh.
you sick bastard. Give me a hard copy of that.
That's Lucy. Huh. All your fire was right. He is a perv. Ah, there's someone else though. Clovis is in there. I'm sure. Oh. No, it's the same.
Early, you sick bastard.
I'm just trying things, but okay. that all? Sexy. I don't think she's important. Hey, Nix. How are you doing? I don't know. Let's check another photo. I might check it off stream. This
Early Q's nightclub.
Yeah, I'm good. I love this game. It's so good. We don't need any more photos of him. No? We're done? There's something in his hand. Move around. Did he say, ooh, the woman in the fast photo were in the background? And the last photo. Oh, it's Lucy? I just know I recognize her. He didn't say though. The character didn't say anything. Come on. Oh, maybe this. She's there.
Hello there, Lucy. Give me a hard copy of that.
Ah, it's flowers.
Flowers? So, our little bearded pal is a nature lover. Give me a hard copy of that.
That might be it. Do you know if there's something else? If anybody knows, you can say. Oh, maybe here? Oh? No, maybe not. No. What's this? Okay, we might be done. So much crap everywhere. They made sure there was a lot of crap. Okay, enough with the photos for tonight. Click, click, click. Let's focus flowers.
Flowers? So...
Collection receipt.
Those little creatures have always been my favorites.
The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story. The killer was an...
Let's remove all these photos.
Early, you sick bastard.
Same as other one. Not fish. Snake scale. Other police show me...
Oh, that must be the CD, so it's not photos. Okay, maybe I should have given it to him. Where's that other photo of...
The earring was shaped like an insect. I did... That guy... Flowers. It's some kind of insect. Kingston Kitchens. Where...
Yeah, ideally not.
Hello there, Lucy.
No, Lucy. Okay. There you go.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database.
Anything new? Oh.
You know, funny thing you asking about the cheese. Last week, this ugly little man he run by, grab whole box of empty takeout cartons right...
Ruth,
Nope, it's not there.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Okay. It's been a while since I went to the title.
You got an appointment this time?
Nope.
So why are you here?
So, anyone else explode around here lately?
I eat any more that can. I'm gonna have to ask you.
You gonna throw me out?
If need be.
So, anyway, you gonna
if need.
Nor isn't come back here. Oh, that's a Bradbury. No. No, the Bradbury. Ah, maybe I want to go with the Bradbury.
Yes?
I'm looking for J.F. Sebastian.
That's me.
McCoy, LPD. You had a break-in?
I don't think I called anyone.
I was already here. I was chasing one of the perpetrators.
Well, everything's all right now. I'm pretty sure I can handle it.
You may think you can, but believe me, you can't. Better if I check it out.
Well, if you insist. I don't think they took anything. I don't really have anything here of any value.
You work for Tyrell Corporation?
Yes, sir. I'm one of the principal design engineers for Dr. Tyrell. He's a very nice man. You know, he even fronted me the money to buy this building. It's a landmark, you know. You really should see the front edifice. They put some amazing detail into it.
You feeling all right?
Oh, sure. I'm fine.
You wouldn't be hiding anybody, would you?
No, sir. There's nobody here but me and my friends.
What friends?
Good evening, Gia.
Evening, General. See? I make friends.
He almost looks real.
He's plenty real enough for me. And real good company, too.
Look, I gotta check the premises again. Maybe they left something behind.
Well, if you want to take a look, go on ahead. I can't stop you. But please be careful in my lab.
You got it.
Oh my! 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 Let's start with Tyrell.
How well do you know Dr. Tyrell?
Oh, I'm not sure anyone really knows him. But I can tell you this, he's a great man, and a brilliant genetic designer. Dr. Tyrell and I play chess every week. I've only beaten him once.
You're in the middle of a game right now?
Uh-huh. You play?
I don't have the patience for chess.
You play with Dr. Tyrell, you learn something new every time.
Such as?
Every single move must be taken very seriously. Otherwise, you've lost before you've even begun.
You know the design subcons down on the row, Miraji and Chu?
I've heard of them, but I've never seen them. I don't go in for the parties and stuff, and I never go down to the row.
You ever work with a Dr. Eisenduller?
We're in different fields. I'm in basic biogenetic design, and he works on the practical application of off-world physics. He seems to be a very nice man.
Who happens to be dead.
Dead?
He was murdered. Probably by a replicant.
But replicants aren't allowed on Terra.
But they're here, nonetheless. And who do you think they'll start looking for next? Talk to me about the twins.
You mean Luther and Lance? They were Dr. Terrell's favorites until he let them go. Nobody really knows why, either.
You think they hold a grudge against Tyrell?
Maybe. But they're decent fellows, Mr. McCoy. I don't think they'd ever do a mean thing to anybody. They're real smart, too. Almost as smart as Dr. Terrell.
Maybe they're too smart to keep around. Too much competition for the old man.
Oh, they could never take Dr. Terrell's place.
How about this? Do you think they're the type who might help out renegade replicants?
You're a Blade Runner, aren't you?
Bingo.
But you said you were here about the burglary.
The guys who broke in might be replicants.
What in the world would a replicant want from me?
You worked on the Nexus 6 series, didn't you?
Just a little bit.
Would you say that the 6s are smarter than the old 4s and 5s?
They're supposed to be. Stronger and more agile, too.
So maybe they want to learn more about themselves. Maybe they want to pick your brain about their brains.
I think you should leave now, Mr. McCoy.
Oh, I didn't like that.
Got the straight scoop for me, or what?
I think you should...
Ah, shit. It's because the number of questions. I'm gonna try again.
You know the design subcon... You ever worked...
Where he seemed...
Who happened...
Dead?
He was murdered. But there... And who do you... How...
Oh, but
You're in the... I don't have the...
You play with
such a...
Every other way.
Okay, I'm talking about the twins. Robbers.
What do you think the deal was with Runsiter and the twins?
Deal? I don't think I understand.
Runsiter was paying the twins for something. I saw the cash hidden inside a statue.
How would I know?
Come on, Sebastian. I heard you on the machine. You guys are buddies, right?
There were rumors that the twins were selling some of the animal prototypes to him.
You think that had something to do with their being fired?
Dr. Terrell doesn't like anyone going around behind his back.
So, Tyrell would really be pissed if he knew Luther and Lance were helping renegade replicants.
You're a Blade Runner.
You're a Blade Runner, aren't you?
Bingo.
But you said you were here about the burglary.
The guys who broke in might be replicants.
What in the world would a replicant want from me?
You worked on the Nexus 6 series, didn't you?
Just a little bit.
Would you say that the 6...
They're supposed to be. Strong.
So, maybe they want...
No, okay. So now
Got the straight...
I think that's it, because if I talk about Nexus 6, it's gonna be the same thing. Nexus 6 will own the thing.
How different are the...
You...
Bingo.
Yeah, they don't know.
The guys you worked...
Just
would you say... So, maybe they...
Yeah, I think the last time I did it was pretty much optimal. Robbers,
You
maybe.
sure you don't...
Anything worthwhile,
Maybe they were looking for you.
Oh, no. I'm nobody.
Okay.
You know the design...
I don't go...
Oops.
You ever...
Where... He seems to have dead.
He was... But there... And who do you... How... You're in...
Uh-huh.
I don't have the...
He played...
Such as...
Every other...
So we talk about twins, Runsiter, or Nexus 6, and we're done. Let's go with twins. I don't know, what's our best evidence about him? The Runsiter evidence.
What do you think the deal was with Runsiter?
Deal?
Runsiter was paying the twins for something. I saw the cash hidden inside a statue.
How would I know?
Come on, Sebastian. I heard
there were rumors that the twins were...
You think that...
That's
something, but the guys who...
What?
You
Just...
would you,
maybe...
And now he wants me to leave. Okay.
I didn't have time to stop for synthetic. I remember tasting it was like... I couldn't tell chest was a little slow. It wasn't a rep and it wasn't human. I've gotten all I can. Nothing more to...
There's anything here.
Got the straight scoop.
It's been a while. Let's go back to China. We'll try something out. Maybe the day is over. Because usually it's like you retire a rep and the day's gone, the day's done. We retired Lectora, so.
Your floor number, please.
Apartments, ground floor.
No, we haven't been there in a while. Oh, we can exit this. Where does that lead us? Oh. What is this? Police station? Oh. Huh. It's just a way to move around on the foot. Interesting.
Your floor number, please.
Apartments.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Maggie, come here, girl. Good dog. Here you go, babe.
No messages.
Portrait of the sleep-deprived.
Oh, that's it. End of the day. Or not? Nope.
Your floor number, please.
I hope you got...
Oh, you can take...
Be good, you...
There she is. Lucy.
You're sick, Lucy.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Father told me to watch out for you.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Have you always lived on Terra?
Yes.
I always dreamed Terra would be so special and beautiful. Birds and flowers and trees and blue water. Like on the video. So different from everything on, well, where I was.
Voight-Kampff. Crystal. Let's talk about father. This will warn her. I should warn, but I'm gonna try other things before warning her.
Can you take me to your father?
I don't think he'd like that. I don't know where he is, anyway.
Why'd they kill Runsitter's animals?
I didn't want them to. But Father, he was so angry. And Sadiq said Mr. Runsitter deserved it for treating me that way. It's so funny. I'm worth less than those animals. I guess I should hate them, but I don't.
So, all the animals were real?
Mr. Runsitter also used to buy some of the others.
Artificial.
He used to tell me that he was protected, that they came from somebody close to the source.
Who else was there that night?
Father and Uncle Zubin.
I'm gonna try VK. She's not gonna like it.
Come with me. I've got a test I want you to take.
Do you?
Help! Help! He tried to touch me!
Yeah, I knew that. It is possible to VK her, I think. But not like that. Oh.
This a troublemaker? Put your hands on top of your head.
That's right. Ray McCoy, Rep VTech, BR61661.
Never heard of you.
I report to Lieutenant Guza. Call him.
I work for you? Let's go.
Where's your squad car?
Shut your mouth.
Which precinct are we going to?
I'll tell you which one.
Oh, this is nice. Oh no, I'm gonna let this run. This is my favorite bit in the game.
This was no precinct house I'd ever been in, and I thought I'd been in them all. The grunt to my right had the beefy harness bull look down pat, and his twitchy partner in the suit looked like he was just itching to chainsaw a couple of kneecaps. Other than that, everything was hunky-dory.
Impersonating a police officer, huh? I guess the new Nexus models are a little more creative than the old ones.
I'm a Blade Runner. You don't believe me? Call Lieutenant Guza.
There ain't no Guza in the LPD.
Unless I've been walking around in a dream, there is.
That's what always bugs me. Yeah, the fact that these skin jobs always gotta live someone else's life.
No shit.
Just make the call, damn it.
You're just a piece of shit rep with memory implants of this Guza guy, you understand?
That's impossible.
Rep ain't sounding so creative now, huh?
You want to avoid conf me? Be my guest.
Oh, very good. Very good. Very convincing. Where you been hiding? The Kipple? Gregorian bring you in? Who else is working that side of the pool these days?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What about that bastard selling all that stuff downtown?
Hey, shut your trap. I'll tell you something, McCoy. I don't even care how you go out. But I know you can feel pain. And on that account, I'm your man, see? You tell me about everyone you met through cars, and I'll guarantee you we'll go real easy.
Your breath smells like you wiped your ass with your teeth.
You're gonna wish you was neck-deep in an off-world reactor vessel by the time I get through with you. Fire up the chair, Holly. You know what I'm gonna come back as in my next life? A priest. There's something holy about how good I am at this.
Freeze! Don't even go for it!
You got any idea how glad I am to see you?
No time for chit-chat, Slim. You want to save your ass, we gotta blow this joint right now.
Okay. Escape, but yeah. I'm gonna reload this.
There's another hunter after your family.
Help! Help!
Oh,
He
shit.
tried to touch
Same
me!
thing. Oh, okay. I'm gonna skip the cutscene.
This a troublemaker? Put your hands on top of your head.
That's right.
Never.
Switch.
I'm not sure, but I think this cutscene is not in every playthrough, but I might be wrong. So I'll save over escape. Okay, I can go back here.
I'd seen chairs like this one before, and not just in my recurring dental nightmares. It was an old-time LPD soothsayer, a torture device used to elicit confessions out of hardened criminals. Its use had been banned for 10 years now, but most cops knew it hadn't totally disappeared off the face of the earth. Locked. Locked.
Remember, there's nothing here important except maybe other bats.
What the hell took you so long?
Good thing you made your entrance when you did. They must have been phony cops hired by the reps for protection.
Cops, yes. Phony, no. I remembered Baker. He used to be an SID expert on coercive technique until he was fired from the force a couple years ago.
A mercenary?
Bingo.
He won't have to worry about getting paid no more.
That girl, the one from the arcade, she's one of them.
You sure? I didn't get a chance to put her on the machine.
I've been sure since I heard about all those dead animals in Runster's shop. I should have whacked her when you had the chance.
Yeah, right in front of all the other children in the arcade. That would have been great publicity.
I bet she's still there, Slim. You coming or not?
Right behind you.
Just follow my lead, Slim.
There's civilians all over the place.
Yeah, they move pretty fast, don't they?
I'll take care of it. You just cover the exit.
Who's giving the orders around here?
This one's mine, Steele. I track it, I get the kill.
About time you strapped on some balls, Slim. Go for it.
I haven't killed any other rep. I'm not gonna kill this one. Nothing. It's a cool piece of paper. No. You know everybody's interpretation of it, but I like to. I don't like the idea that he's a replicant. So I like to believe that the. I'm sure the original intention also was just to show that it was kind of that Rachel was kind of the unicorn. Like a last of her kind, or a kind of a unique replicant. Like the best of the best, the best replicant they ever did. Chase Lucy. Yeah, it's the all of mirrors. No, I'm not gonna kill you, Lucy. Do not be afraid. Oh shit, now it's open. I should have waited. Come on, quick. There you go. Come on. Move it. Oh.
I put my gun away.
I saw you with that woman who smokes.
Yeah, I know.
I have to deal with her just to keep up appearances. I can be more effective that way.
She scares me.
She's being paid to kill your family.
I'll tell them what you did. That you helped me.
Okay, I can click on follow her. Oh, she just disappeared. Oh, I can't exit here. Damn it. What does the unicorn mean to you, Rand Scott? And good evening. How are you doing? We're playing something tonight?
What happened? Where is it?
She got away.
How the hell did it get away? We had it cornered.
This one must be pretty damn clever.
What's the problem, Slim? If you can't even retire a friggin' Lolita, how do you expect to dance with a Combat 6?
I don't plan to dance with one, that's for sure.
Don't even ask me who'd be doing the leading. Rookie. Let's go find your spinner and report in. Maybe Goose has got some answers about those guys who grabbed you up.
It's around here somewhere.
Where'd you park it?
I'm telling you, it was right here. Damn thing must have been stolen.
Maybe you're living in an alternate reality, Slim.
Attention all units.
All points bulletin has been issued for Ray McCoy, formerly BR61661. Confirmed 1 civilian kill. So, considered armed and dangerous.
What the hell is that?
Maybe they just want to bring you in for questioning.
I didn't kill Izo.
Maybe they think you're not what you think you are.
Are you saying I'm a rep? Come off it.
The look on your face after that last one? The minute you start to feel something for skin jobs, you're in big trouble.
Maybe I just got too much empathy.
In all the wrong places.
You want to put me on the machine?
Hey, I don't want anything, Slim. You're the one they want.
Detective Steele, BR61354, report to headquarters immediately. Code Blue.
What are you going to do? Take me in?
No matter what they say, you're not on my list yet, Slim. You know what that means. And there's no use juicing you if I can't make some honest chinion off it, you know?
I never appreciated your baser instincts so much.
Guza must have messed up somehow. I'll check it out, see what's going on, and then... we'll be meeting again, Slim. You can bank on it.
You got a deal.
I get cracking before I change my mind.
Good God!
Your old fogey stuff makes me want to spew. Excuse me, but I was listening to music. Geek, hoodlum, dork, freak.
There is someone at the door.
Speak.
I have a return package for Mr. Luther Lance.
A return? From where?
Emil Runsiter.
Maybe one of the chimps blew a gasket and tried to bugger him.
They're not available. Come back later. I told you those strains were unstable. Runsiter must have discovered the fakes.
Relax. Runsiter's a simp. Not even old man Tyrell could have spotted those beauties.
20th century like a real drug man.
Who the piss do you think you are, blasting in here like a couple of goddamn cowboys?
Gentlemen, take a moment to evaluate your situation.
Look, there's very little to steal here. If you can haul out one of the statues, be our guest.
We look like thieves to you, man?
No.
You look like a couple of goddamn...
Take a good, long look.
Aha! Just the people we were hoping to see, right, Lance?
Huh?
Nexus 6. And you came to us.
Return to you, my brothers, to ask your help.
Unfortunately, we don't work for the Tyrell Corporation anymore.
You've been continuing your research, I trust.
Yeah, of course.
Something drives us on.
The common bond. Can you have greater miracles than these? Brothers, my brothers, take a good, long look.
Oh my God.
Well now, shall we begin?
You wake up one day and find it's all been a dream, or you wake up and discover you've been asleep all the time and the nightmare is real. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know who I was, a cop dangling on the short end of the stick, or a rep whose memory banks had run out. One thing I was sure of was that I didn't kill Izo. That I know I experienced. And this misinformation, maybe it was the key to everything that was happening. Maybe there was a lot more than what met my eye. All I had to do was stay alive long enough to find out.
Okay, so this is day 4. So I think I'm gonna stop here. What's going on? Who's shooting at me? If I just stay too long at the same place. And do we have health? How does that work? I don't remember there being much shooting in this game. Yeah, I'm gonna stop the stream for tonight. Next time that there's gonna be some Blade Runner will be next Sunday. Next Sunday we're gonna raid someone right now. Tomorrow, unfortunately, it's gonna be no stream tomorrow. It's gonna be moved to Saturday. So no stream tomorrow, Friday, but a stream Saturday where there's usually no stream on Saturdays, and it's gonna be Daggerfall. Here's a question. Yes. I was thinking about that like recently. Somebody said on Twitter, I'd like to make a timeline of the perfect timeline of Terminator. I'm like, that's Terminator 1, that's just the perfect timeline, there's no problem. The end, it buckles up and that's fine.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Animite. Would it be considered a horror movie? Well, it's a sci-fi horror, yeah, like Alien. Yeah, when it came out, it was a horror movie. It was the sci-fi section horror. It's not an action movie, and it was a like B movie almost. Like it. Nowadays we look at it with the eyes of the Terminator 2, so you kind of project Terminator 2 onto Terminator 1. When you look at just Terminator 1, just a simple movie, it's like it's the second movie of James Cameron. Oh, wow, I love the special effects. I don't think they suck at all, considering the time and the budget. They're awesome. Who's this guy?
Hey, oh hey!
Hey, you
that's
remember
Zubin.
me?
You chased Zubin!
But I didn't kill you, did I?
Oh my god! Is that a chance encounter? Let's talk to him.
Listen, it's very important I talk to Clovis.
No way! You enemy of Clovis!
No, I'm trying to help him, and you.
We do good without you. Do good without anybody.
Hey, you.
Oh yeah, there's that one moment, I know exactly what you're talking about. That one moment when he's looking in the glass and... But I mean, they did it, and I like it. It's not the best in the world, but... The rest of the movie is fine. What the fuck is that? Oh, exactly what I was talking about. Yeah, I know about that part. Apart from that, the rest is great. Like, look at all the future stuff. The future stuff looks as good as the second movie. And when he's driving the truck, and there's also that like half a face that's like off, and they do a lot of camera work, camera work around it. I just rewatched it like a week ago, and like it's really well done. Like, what time is that? Like 84 or some shit? $1984. Come on. 1984 with a budget of $6 million. And a box office of 78 million. So yeah, that didn't bomb. Let's look at Terminator 2. Terminator 2. Budget 94 million. Holy shit. That's more money than the first one made. But how much money did it made? 500 million. So let's look at Terminator 3. Oh, that will be bad. That will be bad. A budget of 187. It keeps growing. A box office of 400 million. So almost as much. So it did good. I know the fourth movie tanked. and I liked it more than the third one because at least it was very different. And that was 200 million budget, 370 million for the box office. Okay, let's go with Terminator Genesis. It keeps getting worse. They should have known. Terminator Genesis. Budget 155. Oh, okay. They were like, okay, we're gonna go with a lower budget, but box office 400 million again. Terminator. What's the latest one? Terminator 6. Dark Fate. We have a budget at 160, and we still don't know the box office. So it's even lower? 160? 160 to 200, we don't know. Box office. So if it's lower, oh my god, it's tanking hard. Oh no, it's not tanking hard, sorry. No, that's Genesis. No, that's Genesis. I just saw 78 million. That would be crazy. Wow. Oh my god. Oh yeah, no, it's bad. It's very, very bad. Yeah. But that's it, that's the first weekend. We know it's always just the first weekend. That's it, it's the first weekend. And 79 million is just atrocious. It's like the curve of profit from the first movie to like the last is something like lots of profit, even more profit, and then go whoa, and then it goes like poof. Like the first weekend. Let's go Genesis first weekend. Release first weekend. We have the first weekend box office. It says Genesis grossed 89 million North America, 300 million. Okay, it's all about the worldwide. Okay, we don't matter anymore. Anyway, critics are not like great on the movie, and I'm sure it's really not that good. I'm sure it's better than 3 and 4 and 5, maybe it's okay, but I've heard things that they do in that movie and people are like, what the fuck's their problem? It's kind of a Alien 3 situation, but I kind of like Alien 3. Kind of like what they did with Genesis. Those stupid dumbasses. Oh man, if you watch Genesis, it's so dumb. What do you think of Genesis? Okay, let's raid Serious Cackle Demon. Oh, I don't care anymore. I don't care. I stopped caring at 2. I mean, I watched 3 and I was like, okay. And I watched 4 and I was like, okay. And I watched Genesis just because I wanted to see I wanted to see it burn and crash, and it was funny. I liked it because it was funny. But no, I don't care about them. I'm not gonna watch that at the theater. I had the chance between that and Joker, and I chose Joker, which is still like the theater was almost full, and that movie's been out for like what, 3-4 weeks. Crazy. It was still in English here and in French, when movies are always like in English for 1 or 2 weeks and then poop in French, and just the big movies. Like you won't see like the little movies in English. No. I'll have to like go in another city. Anyways, remember to have fun, guys. Tomorrow no stream, Saturday Daggerfall, Sunday more Blade Runner, Next week, gonna continue Blade Runner. Of course, finish it, but then switch off for an evil, violent Blade Runner playthrough. We're gonna kill all the replicate, kill all the skin jobs. Remember to have fun, guys. Peace.